Alrighty guys, we're back for some Azorius Double Strike, and this is a March of the Machine, the Aftermath Standard Brew. We're gonna go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with a red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to ya. Also, we do got that Discord link down in the description if you're interested in joining that up. Okay, what do we got in the build here? Let's go over all the creatures first. So, you have 4 Delver of Secrets. It's a 1 mana 1/1 at the beginning of your upkeep. Look at the top card of your library. You may reveal a card. If an instant or a sorcery card is revealed this way, transform Delver of Secrets. So you gotta have a little bit of luck to transform this. I'm still getting this weird bug, guys, where some of the cards I just can't see the back of. See how it says can't transform? This permanent is not double faced? Like, what's that about? I still have no idea what that bug is, so... Anyways, the backside is a 3/2 flyer, very powerful creature. Speaking of powerful creatures, we have a single Skrelv in here every now and then. Protecting our creatures with Skrelv is going to be very important, but we also have a bunch of other protection that we'll go over in just a second. Check out our double strike creatures. We got Twinblade Geist here. It's a 2 mana 1/1 double strike. It has Disturb for 2 and a white, and you can bring it back as Twinblade Invocation, which is an aura, enchant creature, and then enchanted creature has double strike. And then if it would be put into the graveyard from anywhere, you exile it instead. So just being an aura, being able to target in this deck in particular is going to be very good. But giving double strike to something like a Stormchaser Drake sounds really good, right? It's a 2 mana, 2/1 with flying. And when it becomes the target of a spell you control, draw a card. Keeping our hand nice and stocked is going to be important. More double strike creatures, guys. Illuminator Virtuoso making another appearance. It's got to be one of my favorite 2 mana cards, even though I don't get to play with it too often. 2 mana, 1/1, double strike. When it becomes the target of a spell you control, it connives. And when you connive, you draw a card, discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, you put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. I'll tell you what, dude. We know how explosive Virtuoso can be, but I'm taking it to a whole nother level to try to be just ridiculously explosive by turning some of our double strike cards. So the opponent doesn't block one of these, right? Doesn't block the Virtuoso or doesn't block the Twinblade Geist or something. We drop a Zhalfirin Shapecraft. This is a 2 mana instant speed. Target creature has a base power and toughness 4/3 until end of turn, and then you get to draw a card. And I think the key thing on this card being good, in my opinion, or for this deck in particular, I should say, is that card draw, man. Just keeping more cards in hand so we can just continuously just put a stream of instants onto like a Virtuoso or something. And then since it's base power 4/3, obviously the extra counters and everything you're getting off of the Virtuoso connive and stuff is just absolutely disgusting, right? In the honorable mentions, I actually thought about Serpentine Ambush here, which makes the creature a 5/5. So that is an extra damage, but guess what's not on this card, man? The card draw. And I really do believe that the card draw is essential. So we'll see. I think this is going to be very interesting. All of a sudden, you're swinging with a 1/1 Virtuoso, and then all of a sudden it's a 4/3, and then extra counter, now it's a 5/5. So you're doing 10 damage all of a sudden. Sounds awesome, dude. Yeah, so that's why we didn't have the Serpentine Ambush. Definitely something to consider, though. It's in the honorable mentions for a reason. Making a Virtuoso a 5/5 is no joke, dude. So, yeah, I just think the card draw is going to be a little bit more important here. We'll go over the rest of the honorable mentions in just a second, guys. Where's my other creature? There we go, Delver. So we have 16 total creatures in here. So outside of the Shapecraft, what else do we got to plug onto our creatures? We have a couple of Blessed Defiance here. This is a 1 mana instant speed. Target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains lifelink. I'm sorry, Mono Red. I'm so sorry, dude. This +2/+0 on a double strike and then giving it lifelink for 1 mana. That'll pull us right back into a game that we're just like sweating from taking a lot of damage from Mono Red or something. So when that creature dies this turn, if it comes down to that, you get a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. I actually think this card is pretty good and overlooked in a lot of these style of builds. Got all 4 Homestead Courage. That flashback is absolutely disgusting, dude. The extra counters, you just plug extra counter, immediately flash it back. It is sorcery speed, so remember that. Can't be like a combat trick or something, but Very powerful card. Got all 4 Loran's Escape for some protection for our creatures. Going to be important. That Scry 1 really comes in handy too. We got all 4 shore ups in here. This could be a really good combat trick. So not only does the creature get +1/+1 and hexproof, but you get to untap it as well. Just being almost like a final source of protection when you just got a big swing from the opponent. They think they're about to swing in and win, but then you untap a creature, block, and then on your turn, you know, Shore Up offers a good bit of tempo for us, you know. Speaking of tempo, I forgot to add a Fading Hope in the honorable mentions, but cards like Fading Hope could add a good bit of tempo to a deck like this. You could always target your own creatures too to bounce them back to your hand, like Protect a Drake and then get the extra card draw. Fading Hope definitely should have been in the honorable mentions, guys. So we got Valorous Stance to be able to take out cards like Sheoldred, which we're honestly seeing a lot less Sheoldred. What I'm seeing right now is a lot of control, a lot of mono red. We're still seeing soldiers. We're seeing mono white aggro. I'm seeing a good bit of Selesnya variety too. Where's Sheoldred? I'm still playing cards in my deck to play around Sheoldred, but it's just like not making an appearance, man. Did it really fall off the map after Invoke Despair fell? I don't really know. Either way, enough rambling about Sheoldred. Get to choose one of these, and you can have target creature get indestructible, which again, extra protection for our very few creatures is important, or just destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. I almost said power, but it's definitely toughness. Got a couple take-up shields. Remember what I said about the lifelink on the Blessed Defiance? Yep, the lifelink on this. Same concept, dude. You're up against mono red. That lifelink can absolutely just wreck them, dude. I'm laughing because I know what it's like to be mono red going up against lifelink, but when you're dropping lifelink on a double strike creature that's being buffed up too, that's just so gross, man. Then indestructible as well is very important. So trying out another new card here, Angelic Intervention. It's a 2-mana instant speed. Target creature or planeswalker you control gains protection from colorless or from the color of your choice until end of turn. Just straight up just gain that protection. If it's a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So 2 mana, get a counter and protection. So of course, protection from a color is a player or permanent with protection from a color can't be blocked, targeted, dealt damage, enchanted, or equipped by anything of that color. So this could help us just get that, like I said earlier, if the opponent doesn't end up blocking a double strike and you just explode with a Shapecraft or something, they might end up blocking it. So giving it protection so that way they can't block it before you swing, it might be pretty good. I think testing this out as a one-of sounds good. It's the same concept for the Skrelv in here too, but oh, I forgot to put poor little Skrelv in with our creatures over here. There you go, buddy. Now you're with your now you're with your crew. Oh, when you do flip Delver, having a 3/2 in the air that you attach like a Twinblade Invocation onto sounds really powerful too, right? Just getting that double strike. The whole point of the deck is just being super explosive with double strike. So got 21 total land. Hopefully that's enough. A lot of dual land here from the Seachrome and the Wastes being our early land, and then 3 of the Deserted Beach. Even though it's going to slow us down sometimes, I think the dual land is going to be very important. But there's a reason I'm not running all 4 of them, right? Because I do think it is going to slow us down. You get a couple of those in your starting hand and you don't have a turn 1 or 2 prepared. Right? So that's why we got 3. We got Soaring City, Seat of the Empire, leaning towards the plains because that's what the deck is leaning towards. Okay, rest of the honorable mentions, guys. Surge of Salvation I thought about for a little bit, but since it doesn't target, we really want to target our own stuff with the Drake and the Virtuoso, so that's why no Surge, right? Slip Out the Back could be really good because I am seeing a lot of exile board wipes, but hopefully we're doing enough explosive damage before they drop their Sunfall on turn 5. I'm hoping to wrap up the game before the Sunfall drops. That's why there's no Slip Out the Back. Same concept for like March of the Swirling Mist. This is a great just tempo piece in general where you can protect your own board state from board wipes or just knock out your opponent's creatures and get a full swing. So definitely a card to consider, and maybe we'll talk more about it in the final thoughts. Okay, guys, is that everything? I'm super excited to see how good this Shapecraft is actually going to be. It's like I said, though, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but that extra card draw, I think, is going to be so essential. keeping our hands stocked with all this other protection and everything. So we'll see, we'll see. Let's go ahead, take it into some ranked and see how we do. All right, what am I expecting from the build? A little bit. I wouldn't be upset if I had to call the deck jank by the end of the day. I wouldn't be. But I also wouldn't be surprised if we just absolutely obliterate some of the opponents. So, we'll see. All right, opponent goes first. That's a shame. Stormchaser Drake. Yeah, we keep this, right? Opponent is deciding on the mulligan, so we might as well talk a little bit about the hand here. Since we have the 3 mana, we honestly might want to wait till turn 3 to drop the Drake, so that way we have Loran's Escape open. Or Shore Up open as well, right? But it depends what we end up drawing here. Since we're on the draw, it might end up being like Virtuoso. At that point, I think we do end up waiting. Opponent, are you there, buddy? I'm recording a video, sir. Or madam. Ah, there you are. Okay. Alright, we'll keep the 7. I think we had enough time to think about it. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Hey, lifelink on Blessed. Alright. Seachrome. Pass turn. Yeah, against mono red, we can't run Drake down just to get burnt by a play with fire immediately. We gotta wait till turn 3, which is a big problem when the opponent's putting on some serious pressure. Alright, well, we could at least attempt a creature now. Twinblade could always come back, give double strike to Drake, so it's Twinblade, for sure. And we don't necessarily want to block Feldon, so they might just save the burn for our face and let the Geist survive. And if they do, if they end up tapping out, Blessed Defiance becomes super gross. And this Pain Land, hopefully we don't end up taking too much from the Pain Land here. Yeah, we don't want to block the Feldon. If they power up Foundry, then that's a really good trade for us. We would trade there, but yeah, take 3. They're going to end up keeping the burn. So we can gain 6 if we go Blessed Defiance on... Wow. Unless they control 2 or more basic lands. Well, that's going to be a problem. Down to 11 already. Delver. We go swing, Blessed Defiance. Then we only gain 3. The double strike won't happen. If we go swing, they're going to block regardless, right? We really want that double strike to happen. This is a really tough decision, guys. I think I'd like to keep the Shore Up when it comes time. Maybe they will take this. Maybe they will take this damage. They don't know what's in our hand, guys. Ooh, gaining 6 is so good for us. And then we have the Shore Up open, and we'll get Delver down as an emergency blocker. Shore Up and the Loran's Escape. Back up to 17, opponent's down to 14. We can untap that Twinblade Geist, and then trade with Punisher. If Delver flips, we can recast the Twinblade Invocation onto Delver. I guess that's not enough damage yet, but we're just like, it's pretty cool. Cool lines of play. It depends what the opponent ends up doing too. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we end up blocking Squee. Oh, Punisher has Menace, by the way. So that's a thing. Okay, Shore Up. Ow. Take out Squee, right? And keep Delver. The Feldon's a problem, dude. The Feldon's a problem, because I think Feldon would have been a fine block as well. Down to 7. Reveal. Dude, another Blessed Defiance. Holy cow. Opponent's at 14. Can we get there this turn? No. No, we cannot. But the Blessed Defiance pulls us in a little bit. The shore up. Almost, almost. Should I just do it now? Extra life gain. And then we have Loran's Escape to protect it next turn too. See, if that was a Virtuoso, then it probably would have been lethal damage there. Back up to 15, opponent's down to 3. We still have the Escape open. I'll tell you what, dude. Wow, what a first game, huh? The Blessed Defiance just pulling it together for us against Mono Red. Insane, dude. Insane. If they go swing, we probably take the damage. We got to be prepared, though. Furnace Punisher has been very punishing. We're going to be down to 13 regardless. At that point, if they power up Foundry, it's still not going to be enough. It's going to be an extra 9 damage on the board, so 11 total if it's just a Foundry play. If it's a burn play, like we have 3 in the air with the 3-2. All right, let's see where they end up targeting. Because technically... Huh? What's happening? Oh, there's the target. I see. Yep, no, we protect it. Down to 14. Virtuoso. I'm going to send it. I'm looking for more protection from a, like, a play with fire. Well, they could do it at the start of our turn. It might not be over for them, guys. They might have a play with fire at the start of our turn here. Going for a full swing. Block the 1-1 successfully. Down to 6. Twinblade Geist off the top. Yeah, like I said, it could be a play with fire. At that point, we keep the blocker on the ground because, okay, it's not a play with fire. Nice, guys. Got there against Mono Red. Oh, buddy. The lifelink, guys. Ah, that was good. That was good stuff. Blessed Defiance really doing a thing there. And it would have been over earlier had, instead of Twinblade Geist, if it was Virtuoso because of the Connive ability. So, definitely something to think about, dude. We got 4 of each of them, though, for a reason. That was freaking awesome, dude. Let's go into the next one, huh? We almost got our wins done for the week already. Very nice. I'm recording these way in advance for some reason. I don't know. I just felt like sitting down recording in advance. So here we are. I don't know when you guys are going to be seeing this video. Probably, oh man, Sunday? It's Tuesday right now. Okay. What you bringing to the table, opponent? Come on, good hand. No creatures. It's a mulligan, right? Double pain land. Opponent goes first. Like, they might be tricking us. This might be more mono red. Opponent going first here is rough regardless. Mulligan. Gotta be. Oh, much better, much better. Probably Angelic Intervention. As much as I want to test the card out, I think keeping our double creatures is a little bit better here than, like turn 1 Skrelv is fine. You know what I mean? Skrelv, see? The opponent knows what I mean. Alright, Seachrome Coast, Skrelv. And Skrelv is going to be the open protection we need for Twinblade Geist for the turn. I think... yeah, I think this is a good lineup. The opponent would definitely want to remove the Skrelv. Blessed Defiance. Well, we know how good that card can be, huh? Counterspell on Geist isn't that great for the opponent either. Skrelv can't block, but we want to keep the protection open. Oh, it lands. Yep, so we just keep the protection open for the Twinblade Geist then, instead of swinging. Which makes me wonder what their Skrelv is doing open, right? Since the Skrelvs can't block, I wonder why they didn't swing. Oh, they could have a flash creature, I guess, right? Nope. Okay. Yeah, like a 2-mana flash creature that they would want to keep open protection for, maybe? Maybe. Skrelv not blocking makes me a little bit excited to try out the Shapecraft with the Geist. Okay, Rafine. We could still go Skrelv, make sure Twinblade can't be blocked, I guess. No swing with the Skrelv. Yep, my turn. Take up shield, okay. We could take the damage from the Skrelv, have Shapecraft open. Seems a little sketchy. If we swing with this, they might just take it anyways, honestly. And if they block, then that's a really good block for us, taking out the Rafine. Right? Or do we just want to go damage instead? Nah, taking out Rafine. We have protection open with... I think they take this. I don't think we have to use the Skrelv. Oh. I mean... Darn. I would have loved to do damage, but this is still really good, man. This is still really good. It's a way to hit Rafine while getting around the ward. And the Skrelv protection, like, again... It doesn't do anything against a combat trick. Delver. Ooh. Okay. Could play Delver. We still have the Skrelv protection open then. Right? Yeah, I'm going to get Delver down. Completely fine. Unless they have a board wipe. In which case I'm scared. Because the Indestructible... Like, if it's a Depopulate style deck, which I doubt it is since they have Rafine... Yeah, the amount of damage we could have done last turn, if we used Skrelv, called a color that Rafine has, right? We could have made this base power 4/3 and then buffed it with the Blessed Defiance, so we could have done 12 damage last turn. Ooh, no flip on Delver this time. But they also just have 3 open mana here. Keep the Skrelv open for protection. It's going to be important. They can't block with their Skrelv. Blockers, anything? Do we just go Blessed Defiance for more damage, maybe? We still have all of our protection open. It's a little bit of life gain, too, so it's not bad. A second Shapecraft would have been insane, though, for the turn. Skrelv is making our Seat of the Empire cost less as well, so... Soaring City. Hexproof does get around the channel ability, right? Can't be the target of spells or abilities. Yes, yes, yes. I just wanted to double check that. Sometimes, like, there's little nuanced things. Loran's Escape, Hexproof. And this doesn't give Hexproof, right? So... we could play this to have the shield open, actually. That could be pretty good. Just in case they get around the Skrelv somehow, right? Anyways, this is lifelink and Indestructible. Nothing about Hexproof. So Indestructible wouldn't save you against a Soaring City. And also Soaring City gets around the Skrelv too, so... nice. Very nice opponent. There's our Shieldred that we've been asking about the last couple videos. I've been like, where the heck is Shieldred? Alright, if we can flip Delver, that would be disgusting. Okay. Flips, draw. So, down to 23. We can call black on the Twinblade Geist here. Let's start with the counters, right? Actually, we have lethal damage, don't we? I'll actually pay the 2 since we have so much. Yeah, we have 9 on the board. We don't even need the take-up shield. They're tapped out too, so... yeah, that'll do it. Call black and full swing. for 9. GG opponent, man. Wow. I'll tell you what, dude. Hey, ranking up through gold tier. Let's go. I didn't get a chance to actually sit down and get back up to platinum since the ranks reset a few days ago. So this is nice. Getting through the ranks accidentally. That's always nice to do. Even if it is just gold, right? We like to sit nice and pretty at the bottom of platinum, so that's where I'm heading. Dude, there's so many people playing Magic right now. All week, dude. I know. I know. I always sound like a broken record, but good hand, right? Turn 1 Delver. Opponent goes first. You stop that right this instant, game. You stop it. Game's just like, oh, dude's playing Azorius control. Better put him on the draw. No, I'm just teasing. Okay, good hand though. I hope we get to see Virtuoso soon. Okay, hopeful initiate. Turn 1 Delver. Hopefully this pain land isn't too much of a pain in my butt. Turn 1 Skrelv would have been much better, as we saw from last game. Adversary. Swing for 1. No blocks. Okay. Nope, no reveal. Deserted beach, a little bit slow, but luckily we had the plains too. Okay. Twinblade. I'm frightened by a turn 3 Brutal Cathar, but oh, we could have cheesed through this 1 damage first. Actually, I should have kept it as a blocker, but at least we have our double strike blocker. But we have to be prepared for the Brutal Cathar's the thing. Yeah, Brutal Cathar. Why? Why Brutal Cathar? So, see, if I would have kept Delver, we could have taken out the adversary and they wouldn't have been able... Well, ooh. Ooh, that worked out. Sure, we'll give you Vigilance and a counter. And then keep 2 open. We definitely... I mean, they know we have the Loran's Escape. Spellcraft doesn't do too much after it's a 3-2, but the draw is nice. But just keeping open the escape is a little bit better. So more damage. We also Vigilance next turn could have been good, though. So that's something to think about. I was just thinking, like, yeah, extra counter, like it's a 5-4. Loran's Escape protects that. Very nice. Down to 12 already. Twinblade Geist. We have a lot of land in hand, dude. Alright, I'll keep Twinblade Geist. I think we're going to need more creatures. Because Brutal Cathar number 3 could be a thing, so... Again, the card draw on the Spellcraft could be really good, but... Alright, at this point, I think we can keep up pace. As long as it's not Cathar number 3. We still have 2 cards in hand. And Spellcraft can be an absolutely brutal way. To, like, we can have the first strike and stop their lifelink on the adversary, for example. They can't successfully swing with Cathar without buffing them. And if they do buff them, thinking they're above the Geist, then we have this combat trick. So realistically... Spot removal of anything is worst case scenario for us. We just take the 2, dude. Down to 10. Whatever. It's fine. Right? No blocks. We'll see what they end up doing here on... I wonder if we go Spellcraft, look for a card. Oh, switch it to Night. Dude, nice. Okay, well, that could be a problem because these have first strike. Yeah, that could be a big problem. Although, if they block with this one, right? The first strike's bad, guys. The first strike's really bad. We're at 10, though, so maybe... See, I'm concerned that we see a sorcery speed card with this draw. And if we do, if it's like a Homestead Courage off the top, then it's quite the waste to try to trick them. But chump blocker here. I'm going for it, dude. It's whatever. This is definitely the fun way to go out because you never know where the opponent's going to block to. Yeah, like we're going to get our Twinblade back. Oh no! Ah. Alright, still worth it because we could see an instant speed protection spell. And again, maybe we just wanted to do Shapecraft before. Dude, let's go. Holy cow. Hexproof +1/+1. Oh, I used all my blue sources. I can't play Delver for the turn. Oh, crap. Auto Tapper, why? Oh, Painland, that's why. Ah, geez, guys. Don't pull a red cat, man. Watch your mana. Oh, Seed of the Empire. Wow. I'm surprised they went for the Delver there. Oh, take it with the Brutal Cathar after the flip because I played 2 cards. Crap, guys. I really needed this other Delver on the board. Woohoo! Phyrexian Vindicator, that's a nail in the coffin anyways, man. There's no way. That's that, dude. And this wouldn't have flipped anyways because we had Twinblade Geist on top. Hey, GG opponent, man. The double Cathar was brutal. The flip on the Cathar, taking the Twinblade Geist. You did good blocks too. If they didn't block there, we had lethal, right? I think so. Because we had double strike, we had 5 in the air. What was it? We had like 13 damage. Heck yeah, I had fun. Yeah, that could have gone either way. I think so. If I would have kept protection open, oh man, maybe we got to talk about 2 Skrelvs in this deck. Double Skrelv. I don't know what we would drop, but like, yeah, that turn 1 Skrelv would have been way better than the Delver, even though we were doing pretty good damage with Delver. They did end up gaining quite a bit from their adversary too. Come on, man, where's my Virtuoso? Alright, Delver lands, and we're going first. This is great news, man. Aww. We don't get the flip. That's good news for the opponent. Swing for 1. I love that they're tapped out right now. Just play some stuff, dude. It's just nice to just play without worrying about counter spells sometimes, which doesn't happen too often. Pick up the Geist. Come on, flip. Oh, crap. More land. That's really bad. We don't need to get the wastes down right now. I'm actually going to save the 1 open. We're going to swing for 2. We're going to save the 1 open to make them think we have protection open, and then maybe Homestead Courage next turn to spread out the counters, and then also get Vigilance again next turn too, instead of more damage for the first turn. Well, that's a thing. More land. No, guys, no. Oh no. We really need to see our protection spells, man. No flips on either Delvers too, so yeah, this isn't looking great. This is not looking great. Wow, 3 mana pass? Flip? We got that flip? Oh, Delver's out of here. Twin shot again. First of all, major props, opponent. Underplayed card. Decline. Do you guys see what it is? Oh no. Oh no. Ah, jeez. Oh. Well, we can't be too happy about it though, since we don't have protection for it, but still. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 land. That's not too many. It's not that bad. It's not 10 land. Okay, well, it's getting there. It's getting to the point where it's bad. The flood, man. I don't think we want to drop land. I don't. 20. How many? We have 21 in here, right? I think so. Well, first of all, I can't see going up to 22, but oh no, guys, this is really bad. This is really bad. There's still a small chance. Like, they didn't kill the Stormchaser Drake yet, so I mean, oh, Hey, Virtuoso. Let's go, guys. Dude, opponent, give me more draws. That was awesome. Oh, ho, ho. Very cool deck, opponent. Wow, dude. Yeah, the ETB on Twin Shot Sniper makes so much sense with the Resolve. I love it. I love it, dude. All right. Do you guys suppose this is the type of deck that runs board wipes? Probably, huh? Probably. Oh well, we should probably go wide anyways. I think this was leaning towards the opponent after the 6th land that we drew. And we have 9 on the board, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think if we don't go wide, like if we can't just sit there and play around a card that might not be in their hand. We don't know what we're up against, so Elesh Norn. Dude, nice. Wow, holy cow. Holy cow, dude. Yeah, it has haste too. Just gonna take that damage and the vigilance. Look at how cool. They can't get rid of all of it. They need blockers. Letting the Stormchaser Drakes in the air is great for us. Oh, more land, guys. I'll tell you what, there could have been a line of play that we won with, right? Anything that targets Drake, draw into more that targets Drake. I think so. I think there was a chance. At this point, we need at least 2 blockers on the ground because spot removal could take care of 1, and they still have 8 here plus haste in their hand. So get them down to 7, because we can't end them this turn anyways. We have to be prepared for more hasty creatures. And I don't think we have to play Deserted Beach. We'll keep this and make them think that we have something. Doubling down on farmhand. Look at how cool the opponent's deck is, man. Haha, I love it. It's so cool. See, they could play the 3rd Twin Shot Sniper, and it activates twice because of Elesh Norn. They could exile it too. Yeah, like there's so many ways to end us. Life gain, wow. Come on, anything off the top. Oh, geez. Like I said, we had to be prepared for spot removal because we... But it happens twice because of Elesh Norn. That's game. Good game, opponent. Actually, this had haste too, so we would have blocked here and here. Yeah, we would have been safe without spot removal, but dude, that was a really cool deck, opponent. You can't even be mad about that, man. Well, I mean, we could be a little upset because we flooded so bad, but you can't be mad at the opponent by any means. That was just cool. All around cool, man. All right, let's see if we can get one more match in for the evening. I'm excited, dude. I think the deck is actually pretty solid, man. And the last time we played Azorius Virtuoso, which would have been months ago, it was also pretty solid. There's just something about like tempo style builds though that it does something for me, man. It makes me very happy to play tempo. No, okay. We go first. I think this is fine. I think this is good. I am concerned that our turn 2 Virtuoso gets picked up immediately, but it might not. Oh, it's going to. So do we wait and try to find the 3rd mana? There's no chance. There's no chance. I know we flooded like big time last game, but I think we play it. I don't think we can play the game expecting to see what we need to see. So I just hope, yeah, down. We saw the Rafid's Tower and I was like, there's no way it survives, but oh no, the 3rd land. No. All right, well, that could have been good, huh? Wait, the opponent missed a land? I think the opponent missed a land drop. We might both be getting unlucky. Well, unlucky is not the word I'm looking for on my side. If I just would have saved that Virtuoso. I'll tell you what though, man, there's going to be moments where you save that Virtuoso and then you don't see the 3rd for like 5 turns, and then it's the exact same scenario, so maybe I should have just kept it back anyways. Wow, this is a game of Magic. This is something else, man. They had to discard the Memory Deluge. Silver Scrutiny for 1. Yep. make sure you get the 4th, right? Oh, buddy, we're in trouble. We're in so much trouble. See, we have enough protection to protect our creatures, but because I didn't protect that first creature, technically just 100% my fault, guys, which is a shame, but it's just how this one worked out. I'll tell you what, though, we're 40 minutes in. We might actually be able to get one more. Let's see if we see a creature in the next couple turns. We have the Scry on Loran's Escape, but I'm not going to. Okay, one more turn. We'll see if we can find a creature here. And then we'll go into one more game just for the sake of playing more with this awesome build, dude. You know what I mean? See, we have so much great protection. But at this point, too, this is like a Sunfall style deck as well, so... Alright. Get that Scry on the escape for the turn. We still have 16 total creatures in the deck, so not exactly... more land. Okay. Well, it's probably game, right? It's probably game. I don't like doing this, but I want to play one more time. I know, guys. I want to get one more match in, though. Even though I don't usually like doing this. I brought this up all week, too. I've been conceding a lot more to the control decks. The current type of control decks are particularly bad for the type of decks I like to put together, so... which are they're the Sunfall control decks, guys. They're brutal. The Exile, and then the Farewells on the top end, and then the Exiles on the Wandering Emperors and everything. Absolutely brutal for the type of decks that I like to put together, so I've been conceding a lot more just to get more games in. Yes, yes, we go first. Turn 1 Delver. We got to talk about that second Skrelv, guys. We do. We really, really do. Okay. Turn 2 Twinblade, or if the Delver flips, really, removal for Delver right away. Okay. Homestead. Well, we don't have protection in hand. Last game we did, and so I should have saved and tried to find the 3rd mana. This game we don't have protection in hand, so it's just Twinblade and hope that they don't have removal. At least we have the Disturb on Twinblade Geist, though, so that's good at least. The capabilities of this deck to just be incredibly explosive is so awesome. Yeah, Twinblade's out of here, dude. Twinblade's out of here. We might have a chance to, Twinblade's alive! Oh my goodness. I wish we had protection open, though. That kind of sucks a little bit, right? I'm just going for it. We're going for it, guys. They probably take this. And then I'm going Blessed Defiance. We're going. I'm just going for maximum amount of damage. 10 damage through. Twinblade Geist is hitting this graveyard. There's no way, man. There's no way it survives. Now, if we had protection in hand, we would have played that out much differently. But we had no protection this time around, so... Alright, we don't want to give Double Strike to the Evolved Sleeper, so... Yeah, a couple, I want to call them unlucky games. I guess I could have played them out a little differently. We also had a potential for a mulligan this game too, but I don't think that was a mulligan hand by any means. No, my Twinblade Geist, no, you monster, hey! Let's activate one of these while we have the open mana for it. If we activate it again, it actually blocks the Trespasser really well. Keep one in hand, or yeah, we keep the one in hand. I was gonna say we could play around a Liliana discard, but if we do discard it, we still have the flashback. So again, we would play. Wow, it actually is. It's gonna be a sacrifice, unfortunately, but it is a Liliana. That's funny. Well, we have Twinblade. They pick it up. Yeah, brutal stuff, guys. Brutal, brutal. I actually still think that the deck has a ton of power. I'm sticking to it, guys. I think that this one is actually pretty decent. Oh. Although it's really good at tormenting us a little bit, right? The hexproof for the go for the throat or the cut down earlier. Well, the cut down hit a Delver. We were tapped out. This go for the throat. Shore Up wouldn't have protected us from a sacrifice, though, so go ahead, let the opponent play this one out, because there's a very tiny chance that we actually find a creature off the top that can do a thing. Best creature to see right now is actually the Drake, because it's extra card draw. Yeah, we designed the deck to just be super explosive based around the double strike. Unfortunately, the power level of Standard is so... it's so high up there. It sets the bar so high that you really got to get a good lineup, and we really struggled to get a good lineup. So there might be, obviously, a more optimized way of setting the deck up. I'm not really sure what, though, because we can't be like, oh, if only we got luckier for like 10 games in a row, you know what I mean? So at that point, it's got to be something that we could do to optimize the build. And I know it wasn't 10 games, I'm just saying more testing required and whatnot. The card draw, let's see, they have 8 here, Graveyard Glutton, Take Out Tainted, and yeah, they buff Sleeper. So they have lethal on the board. Let's go ahead and get a draw and see what we see. A land. Oh my goodness, guys. I guess one thing we need to talk about is actually going down to 20 land, which I think is super sketchy. There's going to be moments where you really need that third mana and you just don't see it. Good game, opponent. Wow. We got wrecked at the end of the video here. Let's give him... Let's drop the GGs. Some very basic spot removal tells us a lot, man. I think... Let's get to the final thoughts here before I go rambling. Let's get the deck list up, huh? Yeah, how do we want to do this? How do we want to piece this one together? To make it more optimal. First of all, seeing Virtuoso a little bit more would have been really nice, but we didn't. Life gain on Blessed Defiance and Take Up Shield is essential if you're going up against mono red like we did today, and I see a lot of mono red. We just didn't see as much of it after we devastated that first opponent with the Blessed Defiances. I would have liked to see more Stormchaser Drake. The way this card keeps your hand stocked, same concept with the card draw on Shapecraft, right? And the Homestead Courage is good. The flashback's really powerful. We do have 8 pieces of protection, plus the Take Up a Shield. That's 10 pieces of protection, plus the Skrelv, plus the Valorous Stance. Okay, yeah, I guess sometimes it really comes down to the line of play. Like, you need to make sure you have the protection open, which means you need to make sure you have extra mana. So no matter how many times we flooded out today, there's still a case to be made for the 21 mana, right? Also, a deck like this has like no curve. 19 1-drops, 22 drops, right? So that comes down to drawing as well, like, or what seems to be the jankiness of the draws, which again you're trying to make up for just by drawing a lot more anyways. The Scry on the Loran's Escape happens to work well with the Delver of Secrets, trying to keep those instants and sorceries on tops, which also... There's a lot of luck involved with Delver too. There were some games where we really could have used the flip on this, but we didn't flip it, and honestly that might have lost us the game. There was like 2 turns in a row where we didn't flip Delver in that one match, so... the explosive damage from the double strike with Twinblade and the Virtuoso. By the way, Twinblade Invocation is 3 mana as well, so if you do drop to 20 and you don't see your third, there's going to be so many games where that just costs you the game easily. That being said, I guess you totally could win the game with 2 mana, but you really want 3 in this deck, and again, dropping down to 20 might be risky. If you're the type of player that has all the luck in the world with mana bases, which I've never met a Magic player that has said that they have luck with mana bases, right? It's usually the opposite. Then I could see dropping down to 20 and going up a third. I guess. Oh, no. Skrelv. Second Skrelv. Because we need more creatures too. In a deck like this, 16 creatures is actually pretty good. Where are my creatures? I'm making a mess, guys. I'm making a mess. Where is it? There they are. Wait. Oh. There they are. Wow, this really is a mess. Oh, we didn't get to see Angelic Intervention today either. I would have liked to see Shapecraft do a little bit more too, but at least we got to play it that one game. That was awesome. Anyways, where am I? Yeah. Going up the second Skrelv. Dropping a land, going up Skrelv number 2. That's potentially what I would do. However, the 20 land is kind of sketching me out for this deck in particular. Because there's even going to be moments where you want the 4 and 5 too, for sure. 100%, dude. Because you're drawing so much off of Drake and everything that you want to be able to play out multiple things on the same turn and actually get the explosive damage through with your double strike stuff. Oh man, I don't like the drop. I like 21. I do. 21 land is what I would keep. At that point, what would I drop for the second Skrelv? I don't know. Everything seems pretty important. I guess the Valorous Stance maybe, but I like the utility side of this, but being 2 mana and not seeing too much that you need to worry about. Like, destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater, or just call protection on Skrelv, like we did that one game with the Sheoldred, right? Do we want to kill the Sheoldred, or do we just want to get damage through with the Skrelv and having that second Skrelv in here, right? So that makes sense to me. I think that would be totally fine. Guys, if you made it this far into the video, for real, y'all are champions. Make sure you let me know what you would add or take out down in the comments. And yeah, thank you again for being here, guys. I will see you in the next video.